verification space. So there are three key persons. We have got the chief agent, the deputy chief agent, and the legal officer of what would be termed as the organization. That is the political party. So it means that there before it was opaque, but now there is clarity. So that regular briefing must be in a position to respond to emerging issues and in a timely manner so that it does not reach a point whereby it swells and finally becomes a flooding or a floodgate as far as the process is concerned. Then lastly, is very interesting. Iebc has realized what politicians can do. Number one, they've done their tally. So they can force, in a very interesting manner, Iebc to quicken this process so that Iebc is even blind to the nitty-gritties, the forensic component of verification, which can take us to the Supreme Court. And so when you allow the political class now to address Iebc, instead of the chief agent who has been appointed to do that, then certainly we already have got travesty of justice against what is expected. So their communication right now is the command that must come when you are managing this kind of an event as part of a process. Is the directing that must come on board. Is the control that must be delivered. So that when we have got that command, the communication that is there, the control and the management, then Iebc remains clear on what it must deliver. So that the noise from this political party, from this coalition, from these leaders, then is decimated. And the due purpose of that situation room, the command post, becomes only one: verification and nothing else. To me, that is an Iebc that is now flexing its muscles.
Very well. Fred, why do you think Iebc is restricting laptops inside the National Tallying Center or any other printed material?
Of course, you know that even when you are flying a plane, you will switch off your phone. I don't know whether you have ever been told why you should switch off your phone. Keep it in an airplane mode. Switch off all electronic gadgets and all that. The issue here is you don't know what is happening, but the issue here, you want to be in control. You know, when you're in control of anything, whatever you don't know, you have to remove all the things that can make you lose control. Because that's the time when the pilot needs to be in control. Iebc is saying, I'm the pilot. Why are you touching these gadgets? Are you flying a plane? The most important thing at this time when you are taking off and landing, I need to be in control of that moment, and I don't want any other noise to come on board. Particularly, I'm not a software expert to understand how coming in the laptops or the rest can bring a lot of emotion, but I'm sure sometimes people can come with things that can distract the process, not necessarily to hack the process.
Yeah.
But also something which is interesting from what you said, and I think that I'm more at peace now. When I heard the questions of servers have been hacked, system having been hacked, I remember during the Kyoto Protocol in Barcelona, when they were discussing about the issue of climate change, Africa went with data. You know what Africa's data was? How many cows are dying in northern Uganda? They were just showing pictures of cows dying, of course land mass disappearing, and there was no data as to the relationship between climate change and these incidences. Then Europe came with data saying, if we reduce carbon emission by 4%, our GDP will shrink with this percentage. So that was very smart. Then America came and said, those analyses are based on wrong data. That was the end of Kyoto Protocol. So if Iebc was to allow us tallying from a portal which has been hacked, we could end up with no results. So it's important to clarify that no, there is nothing which has been hacked. We foresaw that someone will try to do it, and this is foolproof. For me, that has brought some peace, and I'm sure this is the message we need to preach to all Kenyans, that be calm. There are some fruits you need to have now. Patience. Everybody needs to be patient. Once you become patient, you'll find that you have peace. But if you're in a hurry, then you find yourself you're not in peace, and no one can give you patience. Just go find it, find something to do. Don't peddle lies, like he says. If you have any concern, there's a way to address them. He said something very, very clearly that there's what you call